And now for our feature presentation.
This is great because on the back it actually says this film is also known as
the I'll Watch It Later podcast.
You ever heard of that film?
And now, on with the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast, a podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen to impress our friends. As always, I'm Aaron, joined by my best friend, co-host, guy who just looks annoyed and tired.
Thank you.
Jordan.
I thought you were talking about Scott.
You look tired and annoyed. Your eyes keep doing this.
Had a long day.
I think there's a couple of us
I was
that
up
are tired
late
and
watching
annoyed
horror
today.
movies with my best friend. Hi, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Why don't you come over anymore?
No, does that bother you? Kim told me out there to stop because it bothers you.
No, I just think it's hilarious.
But you don't. I like it when you come over and hang out with me. You don't come over.
You're never here.
I like hearing
I
about
am
you complain about it.
Always here. You gonna come over Sunday night?
What's Sunday night?
Kim's leaving. Also, joined by my brother-in-law,
You need me to spoon?
producer Scott.
I'm
No,
here.
just hang out, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'll have the kids. I can't leave.
That's a Mario Kart night. You hook me up, I'll play with you guys.
Okay.
Do some Mario Kart.
All right. Cool.
They love when we plan our social lives, by the way.
Yes.
Everybody.
On
just
air.
Everyone listening.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
We'll do
Did
it
someone
live.
say something?
Guys, we're going to do Mario Kart Sunday when
Sunday.
this releases.
Yeah.
If you heard it on Sunday, you're playing with us.
On
Maybe
a box.
Maybe by the time I get a chance to edit this, maybe it'll be up early
Hey,
enough that
whatever
somebody
you're
can
doing
jump
on
in.
Eric Nagel's working because I see our
Dude,
shit's going up.
I did that as a test because I pushed it on the week before and then this week, and I didn't put any post about the last Sunday show at all. Like, I made no mention of it. It got more fucking downloads than any other one. I'm like, fucking Instagram is pointless too.
It's so frustrating.
We're growing, so that's a good way to say thanks to anyone coming over from any other shows that I may or may not be on.
You are
I'm
on
just
them.
kidding. I'm kidding. We appreciate it. It's awesome. Like, I getting good feedback. A lot of people I've seen that listen have mentioned stuff in comments on like YouTube and things like that. So it's been
cool.
nice.
Yeah. If you're new here, I guess I'm going to have to start doing this every week because I have been very lazy about it. But if you're new here, go over to iTunes and rate us 5 and then leave a comment, whatever you want to say, even if it's negative. I don't care. We'll read it on the air. If you are new and you're like, what's this all about? I've heard Jordan talk about it for weeks. We're just a movie podcast that's like Clerks. We don't claim to be like super experts. We just claim to love movies and we like talking about movies and we want to talk to you about movies because it's more fun when more people involved. Like yesterday, like we'll get to it. Like I went to a movie yesterday. I have no one to talk to about it, and I'm just twiddling my thumbs reading shit online.
I
So.
want him to vaguely describe a 3-hour movie that he doesn't want to ruin for anybody.
No. I don't care if
Because
I
I
ruin
guarantee
it.
you, he probably couldn't explain it anyway.
No.
because-
I don't care if we, as always, we spoil every movie on this show that we've seen. So please don't if you don't want to
Spoiler.
Yeah, if you don't want to hear spoilers, this is not the show for you, I guess. But
No,
we're going to talk about everything.
So my favorite in the thread is Aaron basically saying, I don't know what the fuck this movie is about. I have no fucking clue. I like it.
No.
Well,
So here's where we go.
let's get into it.
All right. So we'll get to how everybody watched this week, but I did go see Beau's Afraid yesterday by myself, all alone. And when I mean all alone, I had the
Nobody else was
entire
there.
theater to myself.
I don't think this is a movie that people are rushing out to see
It's okay.
by any means.
So after many hours of thinking about it, I do like it. But here's the thing. When you're watching it, you're like, what the fuck is on screen? You don't understand for the first 2 hours what's going on. Then it gets even weirder. It's okay. And I've seen
Just
rubber.
a 3-hour close-up of it like a faucet dripping.
Almost.
He's like,
There's
this
a
is-
lot of
you can
water
see it.
references.
This is artistic.
So
God damn it.
It's an allegory for women feminism.
it's not. But
World peace.
okay. So how do I explain this? So
Can't.
No. So it's okay. I'm gonna do the best
All
I
right,
can.
compose yourself.
I am trying.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Breathe in.
So it is a comedy horror thriller that takes place. It's almost done in like 3 acts. There is allegory about society and about, like the best. I don't know how to describe it with words. Like at the beginning of the movie, he comes back to his apartment and it says like your apartment, this apartment building is now infested with like brown recluse. Like, and
Oh, that fucking sucks.
and he's a recluse. So it's kind of like
Oh,
everything-
I get it.
so it's
I
like
get it.
Yeah,
Not the deadly spiders,
I just
but it's because he's recluse.
no. I just need. But it winds up playing a part later in the film.
But he's white.
Yeah, I know.
He's not brown.
Listen, this movie is about codependency. It's about relationship with your parents and your mother and
Spiders.
her just wanting you to be the only child that she knows and doesn't want you to wind up like if you find a lover, then
I'll
that
murder
person will
myself.
be more important than I am. And it's just a series of weird fucking events that happen. And then there's like a story that's told in the middle of it with like as a play. And I think it's the story of his life, but I'm not sure. I need to look more into it. It's really good. It's not for everybody.
How is it that you have to do extra research?
I didn't have to do
under-
extra research.
No, you just said, I don't understand it. I'm going to look into it. That's extra research. I don't care how you spin it. You literally just said it.
Okay.
How is it that you have to do that, but you can say you liked it?
Because it was 3 hours.
Oh, sold.
Done.
No, listen.
That's a Scott movie right there.
Right.
Yeah.
It was 3 hours. It didn't feel like 3
Going to
hours.
watch it tonight.
It was immensely watchable. It was very entertaining. It's just, and like I was trying to say, like I've seen Rubber. I've seen weird fucking movies.
Right.
This is by far the weirdest movie I have ever fucking seen. It's so fucking weird, but it's so enjoyable at the same time. Like even though you don't really know what's going on, you're like, okay, that was funny. Okay, oh, I get it. Oh, this has to do with that. And it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like
I get it.
it puts itself together. It's kind of like, I don't know, a 3D puzzle. And it's like you're kind of putting together the pieces the whole time. There's a really good scene at the end of the movie that reminded me of Defending Your Life, where he's like,
That movie I love.
So
That's like one of my favorite movies.
so I'm not going to compare it to that because it's only this one scene.
Okay, good.
But it's just really, it was well made. It was superiorly entertaining to Hereditary or Midsummer, where you're just rolling your eyes the whole time. Like Joaquin Phoenix is just electric on screen. You're trying to figure out the symbolism in it, but even if you don't, it's still a watchable film. If that makes sense.
I
Like,
have some reviews of this movie.
oh, here we go.
Quote, I don't hate it. I just have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Is that me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron
That's
Williams,
as
The
it's
Times.
going.
Bro, I have never in my life seen a film like this.
I hadn't. I just said that.
I'm perplexed.
Okay.
Aaron, USA Today.
Here we go.
USA.
I also have a few things here as well. This is from my buddy Giddles. He's a co-host of It's Eric Nagel.
I mean, yeah, but come on.
This movie, what the fuck?
Yeah, he left.
I've got
though.
an hour and a half left, and it's so wild. And then he texts me 2 hours later. Holy shit. I loved it, but it is out there. I'm sitting in a quiet theater. No one is talking. Credits rolling. Everyone's like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Oh, I thought he left early.
No, he went and saw it. He said he had an hour and a half left.
Oh,
He didn't leave. He watched the movie. He was about halfway through. And he's
Dude,
like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I'm telling you, it's fucking insane. The movie is insane. There's a giant cock and balls monster.
Oh, is that why you like it?
No,
That's why
but the
you get it
reason
on
I
Criterion.
understood it is because
The cock ball.
Cock and
only
balls.
because the only thing he knows about his father, because his whole thing is like he doesn't know much about his father. He thinks that his father died during conception because he had a heart murmur, and his mom said that he had the same heart murmur. So if he ever ejaculates, he'll die instantly. So he's
Guys, I have a heart murmur. Trust me, that's not a problem.
he's afraid to ejaculate his whole life. Parker Posey plays this girl that he met when he was a kid named Elaine, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in love with her," but his mom is like, "You can't be in love with another woman because if you ejaculate, you'll die." And he meets his dad, but then his dad immediately gets blown up by this guy that's chasing him. And dude, it's fucking crazy. And then like Nathan Lane plays this like
Yeah.
fucking weird doctor in it who like he gets hit by a car and stabbed by this guy who's like completely naked. I cannot sit here and explain
What?
the entire.
There's weird nudity in a fucking Ari Aster movie?
But it's
Jack
not
Cock and
old
Balls
people.
monster.
You get to see fucking Joaquin Phoenix dick all over the place. He's rolling around with a guy in a bathtub for like 5 whole minutes. It's weird.
Aaron's
It
like,
became.
Aaron's like looking around. He's like,
oh,
Start
man.
jerking.
He was the only one in the theater.
I don't have a
I'm in the
heart
back going
murmur.
dirty. Yeah, I also got
My
another
heart's
one.
fine.
I feel like Ari Aster really just needs a good hug or something. I mean,
He does. He must have something going on with his mom, man. He must have something because there is either he wants to fuck her or he wants to like kill her or something because there is some fucking craziness. If this is a therapy session,
If you're new
which
here,
is what
welcome
I've-
to the I'll Watch It Later podcast.
What I've read is like this is his therapy session, and then he appreciates them letting him make this movie. Dude, it is. I swear he must hate his mom, or he must like want to kill her, or want to have sex with. Like it's one of those two things.
He really loves her or really hates her. We can't tell.
Yeah.
But there's a cock and balls monster.
There is a cock and balls monster, giant
Wow.
cock and balls monster that like kills a guy. It's fucking weird.
He saw it in 3D.
Is it
by
like
the way.
Jackass where he like destroys the city? And
That's what I thought of when I saw it, but no, it's like a
Yeah, because
Giant
we've seen some cock and balls on screen. We're not
Yeah.
adverse to it.
it's a
Just,
giant
it's
CG
gotta
cock and
make
balls
sense.
monster that like roars.
I'm
and
a
stuff.
man with
I-
cock and balls, and when I see cock and balls on screen,
I can appreciate.
I
some cock and
become
balls.
somewhat uncomfortable at
I-
times.
Well,
Because
you
I
definitely
know
be
what's gonna
uncomfortable seeing this. I need you guys to watch it before the end of the year. We have
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Bo is Afraid. And he just hits him with a giant cock and balls.
I do think that changing the name of it from Disappointment Boulevard to Bo's Afraid was a disservice because Disappointment Boulevard was all I felt during this entire movie. Like it was so depressing. Like this dude could not catch a break, and it was all like weird interactions with people. And I don't know, man.
Like I'm fine with
lonely streets.
Right. I can get a movie making you feel a certain way, but if I'm going to sit in a movie for 3 hours and just feel depressed that entire, I don't know if I want to do that.
it wasn't. You're not feeling depressed the whole time.
At least not in the theater set.
Once the movie ends, you're kind of depressed. But while you're watching it, you're like, okay, what happens next?
Handing Xanax out at the beginning. He's like, take this, it'll kick in. By the time the end comes, you
And
won't feel as bad.
There was a Dance Gavin Dance poster in it, so
oh,
I was
5 out
all
of
right.
5 for
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave it 4.5.
And
It's
it's
probably
like fruit.
it's probably my like second favorite movie of the year right now. Right now,
Hmm.
I need to sit on it a little bit more, and I do want to watch it again. I would love for us three to sit around and watch it together.
That's not happening.
Why?
You know he's not going to survive a 3-hour sit session. We're going to be taking pictures of him falling asleep.
3-hour cock and ball monster.
Will you guys watch it when it hits streaming?
Most likely, and I
maybe.
think in that setting I could probably do it because it'll be I'll break it up. I
Yeah,
might text
that's-
you guys while I'm doing it. It'll not force me to be fucking depressed about.
I know why.
everything.
I know when Jordan will be watching it because he'll make some obscure reference to like an hour and 10 minutes into the movie.
And you won't even remember, so
I'll
you're
be
like,
like,
"Wait, what?" I'll be like, "Never mind, forget it. It's funny to me because I do it all the time, even with conversations I've had." I made a comment about Scott immediately after making a different comment about Scott, and he was still confused about what I was referencing. I was like, "Look at fucking what I said
How
about
was that
Scott."
work?
He's
I
like,
was busy.
"Oh, it makes sense. Haha."
So,
Lamau. I'm like, okay.
so
Thanks a
I'm
lot.
excited for you guys to see it, and it's kind of cool that Gills liked it. I didn't think he would like it. I didn't think
He
anybody would like it.
loved Midsommar. Like, I think he
Oh.
really enjoys Ari Aster movies.
So it is, and I will say this, and I've always said this: Midsummer Hereditary grief porn, and that is what Ari Aster's good at, grief porn.
Yeah.
This movie's grief porn, but it's a different way. It's not
Maybe
like,
if there was more porn, it would have been better.
there's like it's not the same as Hereditary or Midsummer in that sense that it's like supposed to be terrifying, blah blah blah. It's more like comedy grief porn this time, and it kind of works.
Selling
I
it.
think it's his best film, honestly. So
He's
plus,
only done the 3, right?
and he
Like,
did
the
this
3
short
majors.
Yeah, and he's done that short film where the son's like blowing the dad or whatever. And it's fucking
Oh, that was
Meet
right.
the
The, two black
Jeffersons or- yeah.
characters. Okay.
yeah. So
Jeez, man, he is not.
Well,
He's got, he's got some issues.
I know that's what I'm saying. He something.
Like, it's him and Aronofsky just fucking jerking off in a room to see who
I'm-
just goes first.
I'm also I'm going to own this on fucking Blu-ray, so I want to.
no.
There better be a commentary. There better be a
Blu-ray,
fucking
4K
commentary.
and Criterion. He's gonna have the
Well,
box
you
set
know,
from
A24 is going to come
He'll
out
have
with
the
some
fucking
special edition.
orange box, and
Yeah.
the blue box. And
The Bo is Afraid box, like it's a box that sells Bo is Afraid one to the first hour.
Well, and God forbid they put out different covers of the different versions of Bo, and he's just gonna have to buy them all.
there's only 3 different versions.
I thought there's 4. There's the young kid,
getting the 4K
one,
of
another version, yeah, and then like the really old man.
getting the 4K of Bo,
Yeah, the really
Bo
old
facing
man,
left.
the regular Joaquin Phoenix
There's 4.
version, and then a kid.
There's 4. There has to
Oh.
be 4.
What the hell's going on? This is produce less static.
It's just random.
What the hell's going? Is it because you have your phone in your hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. This never happened before.
Produced.
This guy's been diddled.
Oh, damn.
He's been diddled.
Yeah, these two are the same. The one with
Oh,
the
are
hat
they?
on, yeah.
Okay, because I was just like, oh, there's 4 of them. Like,
Yeah,
I keep
there's-
seeing this poster everywhere.
The one with the beard is part of the play. It's the play version of him. And that part's really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I really would just love to have somebody to talk to about it, and be like bounce off ideas.
I'm sure
pretty-
it will be streaming within like 2 weeks.
I'm sure.
I will watch it eventually.
I want to bounce off. I have ideas about it. I want to bounce ideas off of other people about it. And I like movies what you can talk about. And I think this is one of those movies. This reminded me of no one's gonna care about this movie now, but in 10 years people are gonna be like, because Martin Scorsese already came out and was like, this is a fucking masterpiece. And it's kind of one of
What
those
does he
like
know?
artists not appreciating their time.
I was gonna be
type
like,
thing.
Quentin saw this, man, and was like, this is a fucking 10 out of fucking 5, man.
Did you see he's presenting something at Sundance, like some surprise thing? I don't know what it is. It's not a movie, clearly.
He's
Maybe
like,
I'm hoping it's
the
Bounty
award for best cock and balls monster goes to Ari Aster. Bo is afraid.
It is a giant cock and balls monster. It's wild. Anyways,
That's
hey,
crazy.
Giddles, did you like the cock and balls monster?
Actually, you had said that when we were recording our show last night. Actually, no, we had just stopped recording, and you had sent that to me earlier, and I mentioned it to him. I was like, "You're going to go tomorrow?" He goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Listen to this glowing review. There's a giant cock and balls monster, or something, whatever you said." And I'm like, "I'm in," and he goes, "That's awesome." So, yeah, it came up. Trust me. So,
That's funny.
Yeah, it did.
yeah.
So, all right, we do have a preface to the snack show before we get into the other movies we want to talk about.
Yeah, because we're not waiting a week.
I'm not.
They won't
And
last.
They won't last. I'll eat them all. So I went ahead and just fucking went ahead and ordered the last crumb cookies. Now these
Explains what
cookies,
these are.
are from LA. They're very fucking exclusive.
Very pretentious.
You have
Just
to
gonna use
be
that word.
online at the right time in order to buy them. If you're part of their club, which I am, which was free, I wouldn't have paid to be a part of their club. You got an early access code. Can you?
No, I'm just looking at your ridiculously expensive list of Blu-rays that you purchased.
Don't you worry about that. I don't even know what this
It's
is.
just it's a CVS receipt of Blu-rays
It's-
on the fucking table.
Yeah, and it's not even like half of it's just like coupons for the next thing. Those are like full on all the movies.
So, anyways,
Sorry.
So last crumb, I got this email that was like, hey, if you order them right now, you're exclusive. You get them no matter what. You don't have to wait tomorrow.
They know how to get them.
And
They
I was like-
exclusive.
Yep.
That
said-
trigger button.
I said, okay.
You're like, this one's a 4K release.
And I looked up and saw
Criterion
that
cookies.
it was their core collection, this is their normal collection. This is what they send out throughout like every drop. Most of the times they'll do special
So
cookies.
They're like the Rucking Fountain of cookies, where
Yes.
like sometimes they'll have certain ones or they'll pre-order. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you always have to pre-order the cookies, but like different months you get different cookies. Like I know there's like a cinnamon rolls one and then like a fucking apple pie one and stuff like this. But this is the core. This is what they started with. This is the first 12 that they ever put out, and they're like, this is our regular amount of cookies. So it's 12 cookies. We're not going to eat all 12 cookies, but I want my guys to enjoy and indulge with me. So I chose 3 of what I thought were the most interesting cookies. And those are Not Today, Mr. Muffin Man, which is Blueberry Muffin.
Yeah. By the way, they have all weird names.
Netflix and Crunch, which
Do
is
you
Cinnamon
know
Toast Crunch.
the Muffin Man.
And
Muffin Man?
Macadamia.
Muffin Man.
Macadamia.
And that's a macadamia nut.
Yeah.
My
So we're
hero,
gonna-
macadamia.
Yeah. Hey, you know what that is? That's kind of interesting. So here,
I pay
you're like,
attention here and there.
hey guys, you
reading
guys
on
do
the
the
wall.
snack show at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, however you want to look at it.
It's our
Yes,
show.
it's our show.
Do what we want.
We're doing snacks. We're just doing these cookies for this show. We have an enormous snack show for you next
Look,
week.
look.
The biggest
I-
snack show
biggest-
ever.
That's the biggest snack show we've ever had.
It's very big though. There's so much.
We got a lot.
It's the cock and balls monster
we
of snack
got
shows.
some crazy exclusives next week. We can't
man.
fit
Yeah.
cookies in.
Galactic Snacks. Fucking.
Not today, Mr. Muffin Man.
So,
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
where would you like to start?
I'm a big fan of macadamia nuts, so like, that's already
Okay,
sounds good
that's
to
fine.
me. So
I kind of want to do the blueberry one at the last because I
Okay.
think that's going to be the best cookie. So yeah, these are pretty heavy.
So these are individually oh my god. Those look, oh my fucking hold on. Let me get a picture of some of this shit. People have to see this ridiculousness. Damn it, that's not a cookie. It's just a wad of dough. Anyway, these are all individually wrapped. Let me get a cross section of that. Looks like apple pie.
She said.
They're all individually wrapped.
Warm apple pie.
Now, did you mention to our listeners what these cost?
So these were $166
For how many?
for 12 cookies.
There
So
you
it's
go.
roughly. Oh my god, these are really salty.
You must have got most of the sea salt because I'm not tasting it.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you did. See,
Yeah.
you got it.
I like it though.
Oh, yeah, it is salty.
Now, I believe these are also gluten free, from what I was.
No.
reading.
That was a special gluten-free drop.
Was it? Okay. Good. We don't like that liberal cookie shit in here.
Oh my God, that's fucking good.
That one's okay.
What? That is a.
Here's my criticism about this. I feel like these are undercooked. And not because they
I don't-
are,
I
but
don't
they
mind
just have
that.
a consistency of an undercooked cookie.
I don't mind that. I like chewy cookies.
I do too.
If I'm making cookies, I will like purposefully take them out of the oven early,
Yeah.
so that they're kind of gooey.
These are good. I like
That was
not
macadamia.
bad.
Like, yeah,
that
it's
one is exactly how I want a macadamia. If
But
I
if-
was going back to the box, I would take 50 of those.
But if you put this in perspective to me, and you had these individually out, and you're like, "Would you like to try a macadamia cookie?" It's only $13. I'd be like, "I'll pass."
good.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
hold on. So, actually, the piece that we just had was about $3.25.
Yeah,
So that
for a
little-
quarter.
That quarter of a cookie that you just had was $3.25.
You guys are weird.
No, we just, it's,
Who
it's
cares how
nice.
much they cost?
I like to know.
This is what I like. I like doing this stuff for y'all
It's
because
fine. By
because
the end of this,
this is
I'll,
here's me. Hey, do you guys want to do this? No, I'm not spending the money on it. Okay, I guess I'll buy the tickets and I'll figure it out because I want to do it.
and that's fine.
FOMO. Is this Raisin Bran?
No, this
I was
is
gonna
the
say, that
cinnamon,
looks-
cinnamon toast crunch.
It looks
Hey,
like
how
it
come
looks
you
like
got
Raisin
about
Bran.
$7 and I only got about?
Dude, take whatever.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Which one's this one?
Cinnamon toast crunch.
Okay.
I feel like this is the same problem with everything cinnamon toast crunch.
This is a snickerdoodle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like snickerdoodles.
I need to start.
It's very heavy cinnamon though.
Oh
It does have a lot of cinnamon in
I need to start passing on the
cinnamon toast everything. now.
anything. Yeah, unless you taste exactly like cinnamon toast crunch.
This is just brown sugar, and the problem with this is it's chewy. It doesn't have any like cinnamon toast, like the texture of a cinnamon toast crunch. Like put a little bit of like the bits in there to give a little crunch, a little bit of a, that
Still an-
pre-milk.
Excellent cookie, but
Yeah, it's good.
not one I would go back to.
It's very heavy cinnamon,
Yeah,
brown sugar and cinnamon. That's all this is.
Yeah.
And inherently, it's like when we do the snack stuff. Like that's not a bad thing, but I'm not associating this with cinnamon toast crunch in any way. You could have said this is a cinnamon cookie, and I would have been like, yes. it
I don't
is.
know. So I'm sitting here like as I'm basking in the flavor in my mouth,
that's what she
and honestly, it tastes like cinnamon toast crunch cereal.
said. Really?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
After you're done eating it, because when you're eating it, you get heavy cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
After you're done with it, you just kind of mull it around the flavor in your mouth a little bit, and it's very, very close to what you would get like if you took a handful of cinnamon toast crunch cereal and ate it. It does have like that corn flavor, sugar, cinnamon. It's not as bad. It's not as heavy cinnamon when you sit on it for a little bit.
It's not a bad flavor. That would be kind of good to have in this. Raisins. It almost tastes like an oatmeal raisin cookie.
That would be bomb.
You know what I mean? Without the oatmeal. It's just
I
like
love
heavy
oatmeal
raisin.
raisin cookies.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the little raisin in there would set it off. They're not bad. Again, they're not. I'm not judging the very expensive cookies
I don't
in that
care.
way.
If you
I
don't
was-
like them, you don't like them.
I would love to know the story
That
as to
macadamia,
why people
That
buy the
really
shit
good.
out of these things.
macadamia cookie blew me away, man.
It's like you said, FOMO. It's that exclusivity.
I guess,
it's
dude.
when you make something
Guys, we're putting some T-shirts out next week.
Right.
We're only putting 10 of them out.
right, and then
They're
those will be
$150 a piece.
those are just muffins.
It's a
That's
it's
just
a
a
scone.
blueberry muff.
Oh, do I get the whole half?
No, just split it with him. Because I know you're a big blueberry guy, and I'm not the biggest blueberry. Oh my god, I'm excited.
It's very crummy.
The table just moved and his hands were above, so I don't know what just moved the table.
Oh my gosh.
Like, no joke, this is just a blueberry muffin top. I mean, get a picture.
Now that I can eat a shit ton of.
Holy fuck. That is good.
But I'm kind of partial to blueberry anyways.
I've never heard that.
That's why I picked this one. Because Kim kept going, no, I think the banana cream one. And I was like, no, remember, banana makes him die. So I was like,
Are you allergic to banana?
I think so.
How do you know?
No. So the last time I ate like an actual regular banana, I got such bad indigestion that I felt like I was dying.
Interesting.
From a banana.
That is weird.
Yeah.
that's my favorite one.
That one was good.
That's good.
I give that one a 5. Macadamia one 4. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is 2.
Here's the thing.
Reverse the top two. I love that macadamia, but yeah, I'm pretty much on par.
These are kind of, and I know that if, God forbid if somebody from this company listens. These are, honestly,
talking about it.
there's not a huge discrepancy between the crumble cookies
You're
and like these
retarded.
cookies. These are more cookies, as crumble is more of a like a cake type cookie.
I think the cookie part of this is better. Like they all have that.
That's what I'm
bottom
saying. This
buttery
has a little
cookie.
more of a cookie consistency than like a crumble cookie, but they're almost very close to being like on par of the same thing. Like it's, hey, we're doing this flavor and it's going to be exclusive and you have to get it now to get the flavor.
What do you give them?
All together? Or you want me to rate them separately?
Well, we just rated them separately. So.
Okay. The macadamia one is good. I'd say it's like 3.5.
I was going to say like 2.
3.5. It's terrible. I hated it.
Good one.
The cinnamon one, I probably give a 3.5 too, just because it's
Really?
pretty plain.
I didn't like that one.
I think it's okay. Like it was fine. The blueberry one's definitely a 4 because it's got the
It's a 5
blueberries.
to me. That's the greatest cookie I ever.
What's hard for me is like I like cookies and milk. Like
Oh,
I am
right.
a traditionalist with
Same.
a nice cold glass of milk. I can't see myself drinking a lot of milk with these.
Oh, I could
because
with
they're
that
just
blueberry
they-
one.
eh.
So that's why I did not bring the chocolate chip one in here because I want to eat that one with a fucking giant glass of cold ass milk.
Those cock and ball monster.
All right, vamp for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, we will.
Bam, 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 bam.
Is he gone yet?
Yeah, they're off. Just
No,
whisper.
he's
Yeah,
not out of the
whisper.
room. He's not out of the room yet.
This is for the makers of the the last crumb? What is it? Last crumble? Crumb?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you charge that kind of money for cookies? Like Jesus Christ!
So this is exactly what is. I think it's swaying my opinion on
The
these
cost.
because of the fucking cost. What does it take to to make these fucking donuts, to make these cookies that cost that much?
They're we did the math, and the cookies themselves were about $13 a piece, and
That's crazy.
no, thank you.
That is crazy.
I can get a dozen donuts for.
If
like
somebody
$13.
would have said, "Hey, 12 cookies and it's $160," I'd have been like, I guess I'll miss out on that one.
right, we'll just
That's I think
send it to Aaron.
I
He'll
think
get 'em.
that's I think that's the ultimate for me is like I can't stop thinking about the price of these things.
It's hard. I mean, there's a lot of sticker shock
And-
when it
and
comes to what
what
these things provide.
Am I getting for $160? You're getting 12 cookies though. You know how many chocolate chip cookies I can go to Safeway and get those big chocolate chunk cookies that are fucking
Those are
delicious?
great. You can buy a 3-pack for like $2.
Yes.
Just get them in the little deli.
I get that,
section.
but here's the thing, dude.
It doesn't come in a
I-
great big box.
I can't take it when I die, man. I can't take anything, and I don't care. When I'm dead, I'm dead. I tried the cookies. I've tried them. I don't ever have to buy them again.
That's fine.
I've tried them.
He will.
I have the money. It's not,
They're like, look, guys, exclusive
cheaper than our
Quentin Tarantino cookies. There's
I sit here and I think I just ate a dozen cookies that cost me the same that I could have bought a flight somewhere. You know what I mean? Like it's why I don't
but
like.
cheaper
It's
than
why
we
I don't.
were,
like,
our We Were Young festival tickets.
I understand. I don't. My brain goes to what I could have used that money for. It's the same reason why I don't gamble. I just like I could lose
Yes,
$70,
I gamble.
or I could have gone to a concert. I
Right,
could
right.
I can buy these movies. I can buy a new game. That's half a new game console. Like these are fucking cookies.
It's fine. It'll be replenished.
It's why
in a
I don't go to
week.
like high-end steakhouses. I just
They're so good though.
See, I
I
think you and
understand that.
you and I think are very similar when it comes to that because
I'm a trash pan.
I think about stuff first.
Right. What can I get with
Yeah,
this versus
what can I get?
That's why I don't mind paying for y'all because
why I get hurt.
I like experiences, and
I do,
like,
I do too.
I'm like,
I just
okay, I
wanna-
want to go on this fucking cruise. I want to go on this fucking. I want to go to this concert. So if
But
I have
see,
to pay
but
for your ticket, then so be it.
An experience versus a cookie is two separate things. Like
Did you experience the cookies?
sure did. I'll
All right.
forget about it next week.
Yeah, but
like you know what I
no,
mean. But
'cause-
I will remember. I remember every concert you and I have been to. I remember things like that. I remember experiences.
Not as proud
I'm
as
not
Tug.
gonna. I'm on.
So
I remember our first rub and tug.
somebody eventually bring up the last crumb. It'll come up on Eric's show. It'll come up in your life, and you'll say, "Oh, I've had those."
It's the first time I've ever.
Here's
fucking
what I
heard
thought of
this,
Oh, they're all over TikTok, so I'm surprised.
which is funny because I've not seen anything, and usually
I
would
only
see something.
He brought them up to me once a while back, and it's the only time I ever heard about him. And then he pointed me to who had him, so I watched it, and that was it. Like his algorithm is way different than ours because I have
Yes.
never
my,
once heard of this.
my TikTok
Correct.
algorithm is all food.
It's all
It's all
pizza and
food
food
and
Food conspiracies and like
No, it's
weird stories of
it's-
demons and
See,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
mine do that too.
penis sponsors.
Penis monsters.
So, anyways, that was the last crumb. It was a little, we don't really usually do that on the show, so this is
I
your
don't care
first time
because
listening.
that works because that is, like you said, it's an experience. It's a
Yeah.
one-time thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to follow that up with eating the latest fucking Doritos that we had. Like
Right,
this
exactly.
belongs separate.
I agree.
Separate but equal.
And I love you guys. I can't give you 12 cookies.
I'm not. I would. I
probably
would feel.
good.
I would feel weird
Right.
doing more than what we just did.
So
eating a quarter of
I'm
a
like,
cookie that
I
costs
can't
us
eat $20 worth of one cookie.
25 cents.
Exactly.
I don't care because I want them all eaten. I'm not. This is not going to be something I waste.
yeah,
I
you'll
would hope
eat.
for sure you'd fucking eat them all.
But I
Parker, eat that goddamn cookie.
dude, he loved the lemon one. We ate the lemon one the first night, and I was like, oh, this
So
is going to
okay,
be
so
bad.
other than a nice glass of milk with your chocolate chip, before we get into more movies, out of that box, what's the one you're anticipating that you didn't want to give us because you want it for yourself?
yeah,
like,
you
is there a
selfish-
flavor
you
out there
selfish
that you're
bastard.
like,
give it up?
Oh, there's a peanut butter cookie. That's
oh, see,
it.
That would have been good. I love
Um,
peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Hard to mess that one up.
But
so I'm
the
okay with
banana cream pie, maybe. It just depends because the Cinnamon Toast Crunch let me down, and that was one I was anticipating.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
s'mores one that I'm kind of excited about, but I used to get more excited for s'mores. There is a birthday cake. A birthday cake's always good. I almost picked
birthday
that
cake
one.
Flavors though, like
Yeah, same.
everyone's
That's
always
that's
got
why I thought it was
birthday
just
cake
too. We always have birthday cake, so I just like fuck it. But honestly, to be completely honest, chocolate chip.
Yeah,
Because
I-
I'm gonna pour myself a giant glass of milk tonight.
well, that's
Put
my
a
thing.
movie
That's my
on,
metric
and
for
eat
any
that
place.
entire fucking chocolate chip cookie.
It's like any hamburger place, I judge by their French fries for some
Yeah.
reason, and
Oh, yeah.
every cookie place, I judge by their chocolate chip cookies.
exactly.
And if you fuck the basics up, I'm gonna hate everything else that you do.
Whose fries do you hate the most? Oh, we're getting off top. I don't care.
The-
It's gonna be a 2 hour show.
Whose fries that I hate the most?
Yeah.
If we're talking fast food, I don't like Wendy's.
Okay.
I don't
So-
like Wendy's. Like I
Really?
I don't eat Burger King as much as you think I do.
You
Their
you
fries
keep
are
Burger King
okay,
in
but I don't.
business.
Wendy's, once they got rid of the original recipe and they went to the
Sea salt.
sea salt
Yeah.
and the skin
I agree
on,
with
they
you.
got all weird and like. Ugh,
See,
fries
I don't
suck.
mind those.
Which
I don't
ones do
mind
you
those.
like?
So here's the thing, man. I like, and this is just kind of
Well, what do
I'm
you
throwing it
not
on the
like?
table to compare.
Okay, here's the one I hate the most though. Freddy's.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you put fucking shoestring
That's where
potatoes
exactly
in
where
front
I'm
of me,
going.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Freddy's has probably one of the better burgers out there.
They're not bad.
Their fries fucking suck because they're so fucking small.
You have to grab like
Okay.
a handful
Yeah.
and then dip it into ketchup
I'm
and
going
eat
for
it.
super unpopular opinion here, but it might be popular. In-N-Out's fries can lick a bag.
They're okay.
If you
middle
get them-
tier.
Piping hot, they're good. The second they lose any temperature, they're the worst things I've ever had.
Ever.
Yeah.
And
Every time.
I don't care how much fucking
You can't take them
goo
away. You can't.
you put on it or fucking.
They have a weird consistency
Yes.
because I think
they're
they're
fresh
fresh
cut.
because
They
I see
are.
them slamming
Them-
those
the-
potatoes in the
I
back.
know, but
They have a
I'm making
weird
$5 an hour.
spongy
How do they make
consistency.
they're the
man.
ones that make 22.
I know.
Their burgers I could eat all day, but the second those fries turn cold, I get legit bad.
See, and I know that anybody in California is going to fucking hate me for saying this. I think
cares?
their burgers are fucking just mid tier.
Oh, I love their
No,
burgers.
but
They're good,
Their
but they're not
burgers-
like
their burgers gain advantage like these cookies have a disadvantage. They're cheap
yeah.
and
yeah.
they're basic and they deliver every fucking time.
Yeah, I
They
agree
may
with
not be
that.
better than a really good hamburger place, but you know what you're getting. It's
Yeah.
never bad. It's never wrong.
True.
It's always consistent.
Yeah.
For
And
$3.
I hate
you know what I mean?
I hate Burger King's food, but
Yes, it's gross.
I think their fries are pretty good, especially in that. Well, they call it zesty sauce now, but it used to be onion ring sauce.
Yeah.
So I'll eat that all day long. But their fries, I would take
They're
over. Not McDonald's, because
No,
McDonald's
McDonald's is
clearly-
top tier.
Yeah.
If you're
but-
thinking fast food, it's
Yeah,
top tier.
Their burgers, I don't know what they've done with them lately. They're not flame broiled anymore. They put a flavoring on it,
oh,
and
God.
that flame
black
broiled
marker.
like flavoring
Yeah, it's like
sticks with you fucking days.
Uh-huh.
My
afterwards.
second job
it's like liquid
ever
smoke.
was fucking Burger King, and when I saw how we made them, I was like, I will never eat here again.
Well,
and
yeah,
I'm
you can
not
never learn how anything's
No,
made.
'cause
Otherwise, you'll
I
never
worked
get it.
at Sonic, and
I
it
can't
was
eat
it was a
Applebee's.
huge fucking it was a huge grill, and you'd grill all the burgers, you drop the fryer, everything. I worked at Burger King, and I was like, it's a conveyor belt, and you just put them on the
Yep.
conveyor belt, and it's like blah 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 blah. I'm like, nope, that's disgusting, and I hate it. Every once in a while, I
You
get
know
a
who's
Whopper,
got some
but
top tier fucking French fries?
who?
Five Guys, the
Oh
Cajun fry.
yeah,
Oh.
duh.
Well, yeah.
But I
And
don't
then you
want
get the 9 pounds of it. In
But
the
I don't want to pay
bag.
$166
No,
for a burger.
Are you sure you just spent 160 on cookies?
I mean, and
Can't
and
fucking
as,
drop some for some fries.
as
Come on.
basic as they are, they fucking McDonald's fries
Oh,
are just a
every time.
Yeah,
go-to.
they're
Just
so
a go-to.
Sometimes I'll just go and just get fries.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I get 2 large fries, and I'm going to dip them in the hot mustard and the sweet and sour at the same time?
Oh, nice. I
fucking-
always get barbecue.
Anyway, did you guys watch anything? This
Yeah,
week?
yeah, I know. We need to talk about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Talked like one movie.
I watched something.
What'd you watch?
Yeah, let's go
I
to you.
watched fucking this one time at band camp.
American Pie?
Oh, that's right. You're fucking.
We watched
Band
your
Slam
fucking
Oh, you guys
movie.
watched Band
We watched
Slam?
Band Slam.
Oh
I
yes,
can't
we
go
did.
On, I'll go on.
What'd you think, Scott? Because I hated it.
What? Of course you
It
did.
is-
I was.
I'm
you guys
a,
are lame.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I did.
Oh, it's super fucking weird, man. Because we're comparing it with Metal Lords. Because that's what got on the topic, right?
Yeah.
Because we were like, "Oh, Metal Lords!"
You
and
cannot
you brought
like
up
Metal
fucking Band
Lords
Slam.
and not like
Metal
Band
Lords?
Slam. It's
The-
the same movie.
The kids are so more relatable
Oh,
in
okay.
Metal Lords
Oh, for sure.
than this movie.
Oh yeah, little Jersey kids sitting there going, comparing everything to like
Yeah.
Auschwitz and all this shit. And I'm sitting there going, who talks like this?
But the
It's-
fact of like, oh, I'm the popular girl, and I'm like doing this thing, and like, oh, I'm in this band, and okay, yeah, that was just an experiment, and I'm like, fuck
the-
off, Allie
The
and
moment-
AJ.
Did you watch it on Soap?
Yes,
Did you get the weird edit?
I
where,
thought
like-
it was like that's part of the movie
I
though,
thought, no, it's fucked up. Like
because it
skips
seemed
around,
like
but
it was
it's not
like
supposed to.
because it seemed like it was like there was like scenes where
It just jumps to
you know
another
where he's like talking to her, and then he sees like all these different like scenarios. And it keeps cutting back and forth. Like that's what I thought it was. I thought it
Yeah.
was like
thought it was
that,
just a bad
where it
edit.
was just cutting all over the place in these different scenarios. And I was like, "This is some fucking weird editing, man." I'm like, "Well, this is a bad choice of editing, man."
I had the biggest eye roll when Vanessa Hudgens. He was like, "So what's your name?" And then she hands him something, and it's like
Sam.
SA5M.
The 5
The
is
5
silent.
silent. I was like, I hate you so much. I just want to punch you in your
I
face.
just have a hard time believing that like Vanessa Hudgens is like,
She's the outcast.
yeah, she's the outcast,
Put her in a
and like
ponytail and glasses.
you know, and like it's so weird, man. Like I could feel like in Metal Lords, like that kid is like the kid in every fucking school.
Yeah.
And the drummer kid, and
And
then
Will
the weird
is the
chick
kid
that's
at
on
every
fucking
school.
medication, and she fucking freaks out on everybody. I'm like, that's hilarious. It's funny, and the song at the end is great. in Metal Lords.
Oh no.
This one, they choose to fucking do a cover because the other fucking band steals their sappy fucking song.
Just like
And I'm
Bring
like,
It On, which is what I compared
No!
it to.
And I'm like, why on earth would you pick that fucking song? The song that you were rehearsing was so much better to go to fucking Band Slam
because
with.
that's what she knew. And I would give everything.
Right.
Hey, guess what? That song's in Bo is Afraid. Ha!
But
Is it?
Yeah.
if they just
Full
worked
circle.
on the fuck.
Yeah, full
Oh,
circle.
and another thing. So I'm just going to get off
and
on fucking
another
tangents. I'm just going to
thing.
get off
No,
on
no,
tangents.
no. You wanted us to watch
Yeah,
it. You have to
I'm just
suffer
going to
through
get
it.
off on fucking tangents here. Dude, we need to do something different. We need to be different than everybody else. Ska band.
music.
That was different. They had the
Everybody was
horns.
doing it.
Nobody was doing it. Burning Hotels was not a ska band. They were a punk band. Scott Porter was a bro dog band.
Yeah.
So you're stupid.
Ska. Hey, we're going to bring in the weird band kids. And they're the most unlikable fucking people. They're just so monotone. And
That's how band kids are.
See, my problem with this movie is that there are some serviceable moments in this movie. I just
not
think
terrible.
there's so much better out there that it made it hard for me to fully enjoy this.
I loved it.
and that's fine.
David Bowie at the end.
God.
Dear David Bowie.
Blah,
Dude,
blah, blah,
I
blah,
thought
blah,
for
blah.
sure, I was
You're still
like-
writing David Bowie.
I was like,
Fuck.
every fucking scene. Dear David Bowie.
Dear David
and I'm
Bowie.
like, oh, this fucking joke is going to get slammed into the ground.
I didn't like his weird narration, which is going to be another issue I'm going to have with your movie that we're going to talk about later. But it's just, it's just, I don't
Speaking
know.
of David Bowie.
Yeah, that was weird.
What? David Bowie wasn't in
Not
it.
David Bowie. Follow the conversation. The weird narration, not David Bowie.
He said speaking of David Bowie, though.
Yeah, okay, well then,
No, because that was the joke.
I know. But
David
yeah,
Bowie.
so we definitely, we watched your movie. You're welcome.
Whatever. I appreciate you watching it. I still think it's
I watched it that night. Like I went on there and I was.
I tried to watch it too, but I did not like the soap edit, and I didn't feel like coming in here and grabbing the DVD.
Was he supposed to watch something? I can't remember.
Yeah, Champions. I watched it.
Oh, did you?
Did
Yeah,
you watch
it-
it?
Oh,
I
that's
like-
right.
I like that it was exactly what I said. The
Yeah,
guy at the
except
end-
plot twist.
Yeah, that he doesn't make it. But, I, for being a Fairley Brothers movie, I thought it was.
Was it Fairley Brothers?
It's one of the brothers. Fairley
bro.
brother.
Fairley Brothers.
So I
that's right, I
thought
forgot about
it
that.
was the most middest movie.
Dude, it so
It's
is.
so mid,
But it is watchable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Band Slam to
Yeah,
you.
probably better.
No, it's
well,
not.
you know what it is? It's
Those kids in Champions are more relatable than the kids in Band.
it's
No,
that Sean
no,
Payton
no.
movie with
It
what's
is.
his face.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just a
kind of.
Did you watch
mid-tier.
it?
The John Payton one?
No.
No,
Champions?
no, I haven't watched it yet.
It's
But
the-
I'll watch it.
it's the
Now
same
I have
thing.
to. I think I'm going to watch it. So for next movie show, we just have to constantly keep bringing Champions up because we're just going to stagger it, just to give us an excuse.
better
to
be
use
in our top
terminology.
10 next year.
Yeah, it's going to be the top 10.
Oh.
I'll
But
be
yeah,
like,
that's what
you
I
know what
kind
my
of.
top 10 is, guys? You're gonna really, this is kind of coming out of left field. Morbius.
Bo is afraid.
Number 10.
Champions.
Yep.
Champions.
But
no,
yeah, no, it's like that. It's like a mid-tier sports feel good.
Ernie
I-
Hudson's in it, so
Yeah.
you like that. It's just I don't know that,
Why, 'cause
that
I'm black?
nothing. No, yeah, right. No, because Ghostbuster. We love
I'm
Ghostbusters.
kidding.
But there was nothing special about that film. Nothing.
there was
it
a lot
was
of
the
special
Ringer
in that
meets
film.
every fucking
It's Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
It's
meets
like
No, that's what I'm
every
saying.
fucking movie that is exactly the same. The
Sucks.
story is exactly the same. But it was kind of funny
I
because
can't believe it
Thought
got
that was
approved.
Cisco
But
for a
like,
second.
but like you were saying, you're like, oh, that kid, every fucking shoot backward, he's gonna make the winning shot at the end,
No,
and then
he
he's like, plunk,
When he does it, I was just like,
and he's still fucking dancing and shit.
and they're like, and Woody Harrelson clearly doesn't learn anything.
No,
Because he's like, you didn't win, and he's like, that's okay, we had fun. I was like, fuck you.
Well, see, that's
I
the,
was like,
then
fuck
that's the
you.
problem with those. Is like if there's no character growth, then what's the point? But then you also think Bad News Bears. You think things like that.
There is
It's
character
like,
growth because he gets offered a job at Seattle, blah blah blah, and he turns it down.
Yeah.
and it's fucking, dude. It's literally every movie you've ever seen like
Yes.
that, and that's why I was like, okay. Like, I
Right.
didn't care at all. No wonder why this was out of the theater in like 15 and a half seconds.
but it's
I
one of those
forgot
movies
it
that you
came
just
out.
don't hate. You just don't hate it.
I
You,
don't
you
hate
can
it.
sit
I
and
like
watch
Woody
through it. You
Harrelson,
can go
so-
and you can go.
Fucking D.
it's
from
fine.
Always
Yeah.
Sunny's in it, and
Yeah.
she's all right. And it's like, well, I just want to have sex with you. Just kidding. I have feelings. Like everything happens exactly how you like.
It's formula.
We could literally sit here
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and just do the entire plot and say all the lines. The
and
only
I would
thing,
think it was some other movie because
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
the only thing that doesn't happen is they don't win. That's it. That's the
well,
only.
yeah, but I've
thing.
seen that happen in other
I know.
movies
So,
too.
so have I. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? Like that's not a new thing. Like
Yeah.
oh, we have to win. No, people lose, and
Yeah.
it happens.
They lost to the other retarded team.
Retarded Americans.
Yeah, I know. But
Could you imagine? There's no other like special ed like team to play, so they're like playing like 6 foot tall black high school kids.
No, but isn't it
They're like,
weird?
"Dude."
The one black kid, he's like not quite retarded,
But he is. He had
But
a
he
traumatic
is,
brain injury, and
but he's
looks
not
like
quite.
this.
But he's still like he's like.
I also
Mr.
got mad
Hooper.
at those stupid kids because he's like, "Hey guys, we're gonna finish out the championship. I'm gonna find out a really stupid ass way to pay for it, and then I'm going to Seattle to coach real basketball." And they're like, "Oh, you're leaving us? You haven't learned anything." I'm like, "No, that is how life works. You
Gonna go get
giant
ice cream."
morons!" Like,
The fuck do we got ice cream?
Yeah,
So what the fuck? Do
I
we
gave
have
it
about that?
a 2.5. It was fine. It was.
Yeah, it's a middle tier movie. It's just
I-
it's there.
I always keep my end of the bargain. I watch the damn movie.
Yeah,
Well,
we
it's
watched
Band
ours.
Slam, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. That was fun.
Yeah.
We should do that more
Hooray!
often.
Let's touch dicks. Anyway. All right. So, did you watch anything else?
No, nope, that was it.
Okay.
So we saw last night. We went and saw Evil Dead Rise. I'm gonna let you talk about it because I think we're different on it. But
Yes.
go for it.
I loved it. I mean, it's weird because Evil Dead, for me, honestly, I think it's 5 movies now. I don't think any one of them are bad. They're all different in their own little way, Every one of them is good. I thought this was a fun movie. I think this did suffer like most every movie nowadays suffers, that they give away too much in the trailers. So if you saw the trailer, there's a lot of the big set pieces that didn't hit as hard for me like it should have, because I saw it. I knew what was going to happen.
That greater scene was such a letdown.
That's exactly.
Okay.
So there's a scene in the movie where, someone's getting attacked. One of those metal cheese graters gets slammed onto the leg and then pulled down to ankle. And when they lift it up, you're thinking, that's going to look fucking mangled.
Rug burn.
It looked like rug burn. And I'm sitting there going, you're literally like taking glass and putting it into people's throats.
I would have made it look like spaghetti or something,
dude. You should
it
have
did
had
on the other end of the
but
grater, but
you
it
wouldn't
didn't.
have known.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that chick got stabbed in the hand not 10 minutes prior, and then that happens, and you're sitting there going, oh, okay. They made it seem like a crazier thing. Like, everything else was over the top crazy. There's blood everywhere. I mean, the whole last half of the movie, not one character was not drenched in fucking red. And they
Ash is
were
the same way at the end of
right. Well,
Okay.
the Evil Dead remake in 2013 was the same way.
Yeah.
It's just like that's the trope. They did some of the lines. They did the whole thing. We're sitting there pointing at the screen like,
Yeah.
oh, they did the thing. It
They
feels
definitely did the thing.
it feels familiar, but it also was kind of different at the same time. It's the same kind of horror movie shit where people are making the dumbest decisions, and at the end of the day,
Hide behind the chainsaws.
yeah, pretty much. Well, it's like, leave. Why are you leaving the little girl alone? You know she can't be trusted. Mommy's outside, possessed, wanting to get in. She's gonna unlock the fucking door. Like, stop doing stupid shit. Oh, I'm gonna leave the kids alone to go listen to the fucking demonic record. Don't leave them alone. Like, it's a lot of bad decisions.
Was it Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah.
He played it backwards.
Going off the rails, a crazy train.
But I had fun watching it. Like, it wasn't scary in the sense like, I can't watch what's happening. It's a lot of jump scares.
So-
like, just jump scare stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't even jump scare once. So I will say this: 2013 was actually scary. I remember being scared. I haven't watched it since, but I do remember being scared. I love Evil Dead 1 and 2. I think that there's a certain, like, just filmmaking style that just goes into that makes them really good.
It's camp.
And then Army of Darkness. I know it's an Evil Dead film, but I don't consider it one because it's completely off the rails.
It
This just felt like a generic horror movie to me. I wanted more Evil Dead stuff. I felt like it was narratively, tonally boring, and I just was like, I know what the fucking book is, and I know, and it was like, this is an hour and a half movie. Like, let's go.
Get to it.
Get to
There
the
was a
fucking
lot of
possession,
exposition
and let's get to the possession. Let's get to the fucking the stuff we're here for. And what they seem to have did was cram everything in the last 20 minutes. Now, that last 20 minutes is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It is really, really good. But everything leading up, like
I
all
think-
the extra characters die immediately.
I think this movie's disservice is starting at the end, showing me that whatever's going to happen in the movie ain't going to matter because you could see that the demon stuff got out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But
that sucked.
it just-
And then when you find out that chick lived in the same building and didn't fucking notice anything that was going on in this fucking house.
Right.
Were you on Ambien? Did you take a Valium? What the fuck? She just walks out like, oh, doop, 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 and then what the fuck?
I agree
so
with that.
was frustrating because
Yeah, to me, it didn't, and maybe I'm wrong about this. I mean, I've seen a lot of positive reviews, and that's cool. If you like this movie, that's great. To me, it just did not feel like an Evil Dead film. Yes, all the beats were there, but it didn't.
there
it
were
just
some
felt,
shots that really made you feel like it.
Yes,
Some of
that's what I'm saying,
up-close
and that was
face stuff.
all like the last 20 minutes, dude. And I'm just saying, like,
I wish there were more people to kill off.
yes,
Because when Mom was killing all those people in the hallway,
that was it.
and the shotgun shit,
More
and all that
exposition.
stuff. You need more cannon fodder while the family's in there fucking around,
right,
trying
or
to get away
some
from Mom.
story that involves the demon or something. And it just didn't. I mean, it just didn't go anywhere for me. I wanted it to be better. I
like it.
I think that I just hyped myself up. You might like
Oh,
it.
for
It
sure.
almost seems like as they produce these movies, like they kind of take out of consideration the people who are Evil Dead fans, and they're making these movies for people who they're maybe trying to bring into the franchise.
I'm
Well, they
fine
did
with
that
it.
with
You know what I'm
2013,
saying?
like
With- it just like there's a lot of things that don't need to be
I'm
there.
fine with her being Ash or whatever they want to do because she's a new character, blah blah blah. And they do that. They give her the shotgun. They give her fucking chainsaw. Everything. It's all the same stuff. They do the close up face stuff where she's like, trying to fight this weird demon thing. But it's like, but nothing else. Like leading up to that, you're just like, and okay, well that one's dead. Like, what now? Like, can you give me more? I
There
need
was
more.
a part of me that I felt like the family was going to survive. I don't know why I felt that way, but I thought
They're
maybe,
kids.
but nope. Like no one is safe in this movie.
Yeah.
Not, and it's crazy, and it's I don't know. I wanted more. I think I wanted the higher body count
Yeah, I wanted higher.
really
I
did.
definitely. I just.
because you put it in a high rise. Well, not a high rise, but it's it's like a 5-6 story building. You would think there'd be more things to kill, but they're stuck. They find some way, some contrivance to fuck up the elevator so it doesn't work, and the stairs have crumbled away because this building's going to get condemned. An earthquake happens to happen, and then all of a sudden there's no way off this floor. So now you've put these 4 people on the floor stuck with this demon. Apparently there's other people that live in this building. Who would know?
Right.
Who would
That's
know?
what I'm saying. And then like
Make it to where they have to keep going to different floors. They have to get
I
to the
actually-
roof and
It's
get
like
through shit.
The person underneath them was just banging on the fucking ceiling with their broom
Shut
handle.
up there! I'll swallow your soul! Say, shut up!
I'm trying to fucking sleep.
Fuck!
I
I
thought-
gotta work in the morning.
So I thought, to me, the beginning worked really well. Like I loved the beginning with the woods and the her reading Wuthering Heights and stuff. I thought that was fucking cool.
If that wasn't the end
I
of
know!
the story,
If
then
I-
that's how that started,
I-
and then that family went camping and
Oh,
found all the shit
right.
and brought it back.
So I
That's
told,
how I thought the story was going to progress.
yeah, I told Amir today that I thought that I just didn't think maybe it just didn't work in this.
Because, yeah, the second that chick fucking
ripped her hair out. Yeah.
Oh.
But I just, to me, it just maybe it doesn't work in a city setting. I don't know, man.
It
I just
does
wanted
if you
it.
set it up the right way.
I guess
The fact that building used to be a bank, and then all of a sudden all that religious shit was down in the bank vault basement. Somehow
right.
the kid found it because of an earthquake, and then no, set it into the woods like the old cabin, the old Nobi cabin,
Yeah.
and then that's how they find it. The kid smuggles it away. He's an aspiring DJ. He wants the vinyls, and then they're back at home. That's when you do the story. You don't make that the end. You don't make the demons travel to the forest. Like,
yeah.
narratively, that's weird to me.
Yeah, and I guess the Thursday screenings were bad, so it only made like $2.5 million, which is not good for that. I guess they were projecting more. But I would see another one. I would absolutely see another one. I did like
sure.
it. I did like it. I will own it. Like all that good stuff. But I just when it comes to Evil Dead, I wouldn't be like, yeah, watch Evil Dead right. I'd be like, no, go watch 2013 if you want something more modern. But if you really, Evil Dead 2 is still king to me.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is
So.
the best. And it'll never be topped, I think.
It
everything-
could be, but not
I don't
doing
think it
what
will.
they did last night, or not doing what
I don't
they did
think it
with
will because I
Rise.
think it's a time capsule. It was perfect for its time, and it'll never get redone because everything is always going to try to do something weird and big. I mean, look at this one. They fucking had some weird kind of gross body monster.
That was cool.
That was neat, but
Cock and balls.
it was
Yep,
a cock
it
and
was
ball
a cock
monster.
and balls monster.
But you know what I mean? Like there was a part where at the beginning where that chick decapitates the guy and the head comes flying off. That looks so fucking CGI and weird
I
with the
know,
face
it
going
was
woo,
weird.
woo, woo. I'm like,
I know it did look.
fuck, just
It
put a
did.
fucking fake head in there and little servos and you can make things look cheesy
Did
and weird.
I make you change your mind?
No, I
Okay.
still love the movie.
Oh.
I love the movie. No, I can be. It's how I view Star Wars
That-
too.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
hate things about Star Wars, but still love the franchise. Love
Right.
some of the movies. Love even the shittiest of things. I still liked this movie and enjoyed it. It's got problems, but you think 5 movies and they're all good in their way.
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
I just think I was expecting
Oh, yeah.
more, and like I said,
I expected to go home and
didn't-
be up all night going,
yeah.
fucking, I just saw some shit.
Yeah,
I
did
went right
not
to
hate this movie at all. I just wanted more. I think
It's loud. Like, go to the theater to see it. Get a fucking, like, the
hire
noises.
a babysitter.
Yeah, no, bring your kids. It's a family movie,
Sit right in the front row.
but it was very loud. There were noises in this movie. I'm like orally, it was kind of disjointing me. Like
Harley?
orally.
Oh, orally. I was like, who's
Orally.
Harley?
Orally. There was but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
I was between.
What'd you
the
think,
errands.
Scott?
It was
Oh
good.
wait, no. No.
I think the same.
That's right. He's like, I refuse to see movies.
He just pushes a button. It does it. Same.
No, because you guys
3.5.
always make plans for these new movies on Thursday.
Thursday nights.
And I can't go on Thursdays.
Fucking, you tell me.
We got my brother to go, and he works in the morning.
He literally was like, I'm leaving. I gotta go work.
Man, he couldn't have ran faster from us. He's like, I gotta get home and go to bed.
Guy's like 22.
He's probably up
God damn it!
he's probably up for another 4 hours texting us.
Keep me
TikToks.
out all hours.
Hey, you do know it's a bit that like when you send me a TikTok or he sends me a TikTok, I purposely do not respond.
I know.
Okay, and I just feel like you guys do the same to me, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna play this game where we just don't respond.
We just
to
all
each
send TikToks. No one says anything.
No one says anything.
Well, it's
And I
like
think
last night. He
hilarious.
sent that GIF before we all went, and I sent the same GIF because I knew it would get on someone's nerves. You're like, wait, did you just send the same shit? Yes, I did.
It get on my nerves. I was just like, why did he
Wait,
send
why
the
are you
same
sending the same
GIF?
stuff? Well, it's a
But
good
the
GIF. It's fun.
the TikTok stuff is funny to me because I'll watch it.
My
and
bit
then
is
I'll just move on.
I would just 3 days later send
I'm
the
not
same
gonna,
fucking
I was
TikTok.
gonna say my bit is sometimes I won't even watch it, and then
Yep.
like I'll find it like 3 days later in my thing. I'm like, that's funny, and I'll send it and be like, yeah, it was funny 3 days ago when I sent it. I'm like, shit, caught me.
I need to start doing that.
Just don't watch it, and then eventually you'll run across it.
No, I watch them because I'll
know,
usually
I
not
check
be
it out.
doing anything, but I will not say a word, and I know that he'll want me to say something, or you'll want me to say something. I'm just like, nope, I'm not gonna do it.
What's funny because when you do it to him, it's like, well, I guess you just don't want to be my fucking friend.
I don't.
I guess I just no one wants to talk to me tonight. Scott never comes over. You don't even want to fucking
Yeah,
respond in the
why
chat.
don't you ever come over? Is
Anyway.
it me? Is it me? Is it mine? The reason you don't come over?
It's me.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Yeah. He should.
Anyway.
He should want to talk to me.
Some movies. So the Fast 10 trailer came out. It got me wanting to
gives
watch the movies. So I'm already up to number 5 on Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
I'm sorry.
Well, and it's funny because like it starts off as a car heist movie,
Yep.
and then part 2 is like it's kind of like, oh, we got to get back in the good graces movie. I skipped 3 because
And it's
time wise.
total street racing
So-
and drifting.
I love 3.
Well, I love 3 too, but I'm watching them kind of in an order because
Oh.
like I knew Han's coming back, so I want to wait. I'll watch 3 like after
Han was
7.
back already.
No, but he died technically in like 6 or 7 because
Yeah.
of Jason Statham. I'll watch 3 and then and then so 4 becomes this like let's get everything back to street racing and fighting this. 5 is when it starts to get weird because I'm sitting here watching it and
but
it's
it's
like
still getting good reviews.
oh yeah,
2 got the worst reviews. 3 got really bad reviews. 4 starts.
4
getting
was like
good.
oh my god, this
Yeah.
is great.
5
is,
gets good
yeah,
reviews. It goes all the way good reviews up until he dies.
Yeah, like 7, 8.
Yeah.
But then I'm like watching this, and they get away from the bad guys. They're pretty much free and clear. There's no reason for them to say, well, we're going to rob this guy. Why? Just get the fuck out of Brazil.
It's typical criminal shit, man.
Was that the one where
Got to
they-
have more.
Where the asshole guy is at the beginning, and then she finds out she's pregnant, and they're running through the rooftops.
Yes, the favelas and all this
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, it's just,
And
I-
now that
I love
kid's-
him.
That kid's only like 8.
it's not
So,
even, yeah, and that's funny because that's not even the kid that they keep featuring in the trailers. The kid they feature in the trailers is Vin Diesel's kid with the chick from Part 5 who ends up leaving because Letty comes back. I'm like, no,
That's right.
knock it off.
That's right.
It's these
we,
fucking
we
movies.
saw her on the fucking video.
She's like,
footage.
I can't have you, hot chick. I'd rather have this diesel dyke.
I mean,
I need a girl who can get engine grease under her fingernails.
I need
mean,
a
you're
girl-
pretty hot, but
I need a girl with a penis.
You know what kind of chick I like? Family.
it's weird because I'm talking like this, but I'm actually Letty right now.
I mean,
Let's
I'm
go,
watching
Dom.
these, and it's like they made her like a sex symbol through these movies. I'm like,
No.
why? There's
She's
no
never
chance.
been attractive.
Oh yeah, look here's Chris Hemsworth's wife. Here's Gal Gadot. Oh yeah, let's go for Letty.
yeah.
Oh, I just want to rip my fucking eyeballs out every time she's on screen.
Well, Dom is really stupid.
he's a fucking moron.
And Fast 10. John Cena's a good guy now. Remember he was
Yeah,
a bad guy? I can't stand these movies, man. I will go
oh,
see
we're going.
I know.
They're just so.
I'm just
bad.
not excited about it anymore.
No, I
like-
stopped caring.
Like it's more feels like a chore for me. to
It
see
really
these
does.
now.
Like we have to finish it.
Yeah, I have to.
It's like,
finish
well, I've
it.
gone this far.
Yep.
Like I want to give up, but I'm just not going to. I have to. I wish I could go to Vegas and put a bet on who's going to become a good guy in this movie.
Oh,
So
it's Charlize Theron. You
no,
can tell.
no, sure,
No,
I'm sure
because
you
in the
can.
trailer you see them fighting, but then at some point she's sitting on a couch saying, "You're not ready for what's coming." Like she's talking to them like they're best friends.
All
Statham
I
is
can
just hanging
picture is
out
just
with.
the over the shoulder look
of.
in the screen.
Anybody.
Yeah, just anybody. You don't know what's coming.
You don't know.
Oh, look, Paul Walker's back.
I think they're going to somehow kill him off in this one.
Yeah, because
They have
they show
They show Jordana Brewster
In her
and the
house?
Kid.
Yeah.
Getting beat up.
So they
by
probably,
Jason Momoa's aunt.
God, killing him
No,
off
the-
screen. That's lame.
The kid,
They
man.
should have done it
What's
a
gonna
while
happen
ago,
is he's
but-
old enough, and the kid's going to go out to the garage. He's going to pull the fucking
Well-
drapes off the orange fucking Supra, and
This
she's
is my
gonna,
dad's car.
she's going to hand him the keys and shit.
No, he's they
Brian's car.
They opened the garage and he was in there with the fucking the engine running. He passes out and dies.
They better give him a cool death.
That's perfect. He finally couldn't be off screen too long. They had to do it. They have to kill him off or something, because how are you going to keep explaining? They keep going on these adventures.
I know.
And he's like, no, I'm choosing to stay home and watch the kids.
Fucking Bigfoot.
No,
now.
last
We
week-
needed a babysitter.
Last week he said something like, our last movie they said like, oh, he's coming, but he never shows up at the
No,
movie.
and then at the end, the car just pulls up.
pulls up.
Like, yeah, after everything was done.
right.
You fucking put the kids at the babysitter.
It's the worst narrative ever. They should have like killed. Yeah,
They should have died. And it sucks, but you should have
They
died.
should have been like, he's captured. And then that way they could have been like, okay, well, we got to free him.
Son, your dad hit a tree.
Oh, the
Kill him like they did in real life.
remember when they killed off Vin Diesel in Triple X and then brought him back to life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah, because part 2 came in, it was Ice Cube.
God, Pitch Black was such a good movie, man. And then they fucked it up with Triple X.
I mean,
Or
No, you're right. Keep it.
Riddick.
Nope.
Okay.
No, don't change it. No editing. That was it.
did you guys watch anything else? I think we watched Quasi. Did you watch it? Did you finish it?
I didn't finish.
Okay, I finished it. It's
I
fucking
couldn't.
terrible.
I couldn't. I
Look-
got about, I think, 40 minutes in.
If you ever listen to this, I know you like bad podcasts, Jay Shannon, Steakheart, but honestly, like, dude, listen.
Hey, Jay.
I love you guys. I love you to death. I think I've seen you live, like stand up and stuff. Hilarious. Your movies.
I like Tacoma FD. Like, that's a
Yeah.
good show.
Your movies are just dog shit.
It's
they're
bad.
they're terribly not funny. They're doing the same "we're not best friends" bit over and over and over again. Made me want to kill myself. So please, just
I'm
stop.
going to win the lottery to see the Pope.
Yeah.
And then, like, we're set in France. It's like I've seen better accents on Kevin Costner in fucking Robin Hood.
Did you see
Like,
the part
it
where he
is
wins?
the worst.
Did you see the part where he wins?
Yeah.
And there's like because he gives him the ticket.
He's like, here, you take it. No,
Yeah.
you take it.
And then
No,
the-
hold on, I'm doing the little Nicky face.
yeah, and then the first he's like a woman.
Yeah, that that
It didn't make me laugh,
That
but
made
I
me
was
the
just-
only part that actually made me kind of chuckle. Wait a minute, you're a woman, you're not winning, and she's even like, I know, I tried.
I didn't like that there were so many people that didn't want to be Brian Cox.
He
does
narrated,
narrates.
you know.
So, but there's so many people that didn't want to be a part of the movie that they just play multiple characters.
Oh
And I was
yeah,
just
like every
oh.
person is playing like 3 or 4 characters each.
Yeah, so
And then, like, you know, he's fucking. There's like, oh look, there's a court jester. Shut up! This movie's
yes.
stupid.
So don't waste your time, or waste your time. I don't care.
No, don't.
Maybe you'll like it.
No,
But-
it was bad.
Anyways, all right, let's get to your movie, Scott. What did you pick for us this week? Do you have it pulled up?
This week, we watched the romantic comedy
Was it?
from 1988, starring
Grimace.
Yeah, starring fucking Grimace. Anthony Edwards and David Bowie as his love interest. The
Oh, there you go. There's David Bowie.
yeah, see, I bring that back so you get that reference.
Got
We
it.
watched Miracle Mile.
Love can sure spin your head around. God, where do you begin?
Well, hello.
We must have been meant to be together. It's too bad you have to work tonight.
Only till midnight.
Fate is a funny thing.
Take a nap, because you're going to need all your energy tonight.
It was one of those strange nights.
Finally meet the right girl and you blow it.
That could ruin your whole day. In a big way.
Dad, it's happening. This is it. This is really it. This is the big one.
This is a joke, right?
It's really happening. Happening.
This can't be true. We'll all be dead if we don't get out of here. Nobody believes this, do they?
Not me. Not Spongy.
Make a list for me. People who would want to bring along.
We gotta get Julie. Who's Julie?
Harry Belafonte.
Who are you? Who are you? Stop and let me off. I don't stop for nothing. Jump!
Don't hurt me, man. I got Nakamichi Pioneer. I got everything.
If it doesn't happen, I'll tell you. If what doesn't happen, man? I'm dreaming. That's it, I'm dreaming. You all ready to go? You the pilot? Hey! Hey, do you know anybody who can fly a helicopter? Helicopter pilots.
All the helicopter pilot bars are closed.
What's the problem? It's true.
Love can be exciting,
Trust me with this.
even terrifying,
Julie! I love you.
but nothing could prepare you for an experience like this.
What is the truth, Harry?
Miracle Mile.
Listen, I'm just a guy who picked up the phone.
So when I heard this last week, because I didn't know anything about it, I heard the trailer when I go back and listen to the shows, because I do listen to the shows. I was really excited. And I do like this movie, but I had some,
It's a weird,
it is really
fun
weird.
movie.
Yeah.
In a lot of like what's going on
It
in this
reminded
movie.
me of Cloverfield.
There's so funny story
What's
is that everybody talks about Cloverfield is how they got the inspiration for the Cloverfield is from this movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not.
That they
I didn't
basically
look anything up
basically
on this,
just took the fucking story.
Yeah,
and
they
was
based
like,
the monster off his love interest.
yeah, cock and monster balls.
Fucking monster. Oh, that is funny. Really?
Yes.
That's interesting. I did read a couple things that was
Yeah,
like
Cloverfield had a lot of gay helicopter pilots.
Yes.
Oh, I like it when he comes. Got a
So-
problem?
so you
No.
know that
like
you-
nobody
Nope.
cares that you're gay. Like
So you know that the guy that
I love
they
that dude. Yeah.
they misgendered. No, they mistaken
He ran up to
in
him.
the
He's like,
street
"Hey, we're gonna go." Oh, so
is a gay porn star.
about right.
Yeah, that what they thought was the helicopter pilot.
Yeah, this was a very inclusive movie
Yeah.
for 1980.
When they're going and they see the guy and they mistake him for the helicopter pilot.
Remember in the morning when they're all watching the TVs and they had
Oh,
to break
That
the glass?
breaks the
that
glass,
guy,
yeah.
he's a gay porn star
Super
apparently.
spandex.
I only read that.
Scott would know.
I only read that. I didn't know anything
It's
about
his
it.
favorite gay porn star.
He's like, I know that guy. That's Dick Butkus.
No, I thought like there was a lot of like, well, what gym is open at fucking 4:00 in the morning? Of
In
course,
LA.
it's the
In
gay,
LA?
gay gym.
That was it felt very L.A. though.
Yes, it
At
did. And
2:00 in the morning when we're getting out of fucking the New Bev.
Yeah, I know. I like that though.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I liked the LA backdrop. I liked that it was that he was eating at Fat Boy, which was like a reference to, clearly the bombs.
Just diners and all that shit.
No, it was
Oh yeah,
reference
Fat Boy,
to the
Little Boy.
yeah. So
Fat Man, Little Boy.
I liked the diner scene at the beginning a lot. I liked Anthony Edwards. I forgot that he was the dude from fucking ER. Like,
Well, this
Goose.
is post Top Gun.
Yeah.
Which honestly, when I saw the trailer to this, I thought this was pre-Top Gun because he looks super
He looks
young in this.
Yeah.
Well, it's the lack of the
Flight
rapey
suit.
mustache.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It was a fun movie. Like that's as far as it goes for me. It was fun. I watched.
There's
it.
a lot of interesting facts about this movie.
Well, tell
like
us
when
the
you start
facts.
really digging into it, because apparently this movie got shelved, and the director, I guess, paid a bunch of money and rewrote it, and it like came back, and it was.
I
Supposed
heard that everybody liked the script.
it was
a lot.
supposed to be a Twilight
Zone,
like
I
a
did see
Twilight
that, yes.
Zone episode, and
No, for the movie, but then Steven Spielberg came in to rewrite.
yes, and then he didn't like the ending of it, so they
Spot
finally
I didn't like
dies?
the ending either.
so they finally put this
You didn't
out.
like the ending? I like that everyone dies.
I
That's
feel
realistic.
I would have liked it better if none of it was real. Like he was creating this panic because he got like some fucking prank phone call and everyone
Oh.
started freaking out.
But what's,
because the
wasn't-
chick with the cell phone, it felt like something was off about her. Like she was a loon and making
she
these
knew.
calls and doing all this shit, and none of it was real. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would have loved all that panic and all the crazy because it felt weird where they weren't telling anybody else. Some little shit kept happening, and then all of a sudden 5 a.m. hits, and all of LA
Everybody
is
knows.
fucking panicked. They're not going to tell you. No one's going to tell you. If they had an hour, nobody's going to be on the air talking about it. And all of a sudden, the streets of people shooting each other. The amount of
That was
panic that
hilarious.
happened in the 1 hour was, and I hate saying realistic because, I mean, it's a nuclear fallout movie, but it felt like it was... If this was you have 70 minutes, no, if you had 5 hours, I can see the panic ramping up and people going crazy toward that last hour. It just felt very weird and rushed for that last
Well,
bit of the movie.
apparently it was done in the real time because apparently when they had the when apparently I'm going to say apparently 500 times apparently.
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 I like turtles.
So when it started, I guess they did it in real time because it was like 25 minutes left or something. So that span of 25 minutes in that movie, they were trying to get to the top of this building and get to the helicopter, and I thought it was, I don't know, like I was kind of on my edge thinking, okay, where's this going to go? Because
is it real? Is it really going to happen?
So the whole time I'm thinking, this isn't real, dude. There's something, there's something about this that's not real. Then it is.
And then it happens.
And then everybody fucking dies, dude. I'm just like, oh shit, everybody's dead.
It's weird because it almost feels like it starts off as like a noir movie. Like this guy plays jazz, he's narrating, and like there's something about it.
So we should
and then they drop that completely.
We should kind of set it up. It's a movie about a guy. I guess he's like a tour guide or something. Is he?
Well,
he was at the
visiting.
museum. He was just visiting the museum.
Oh, okay. He's visiting.
That's why.
That's why he's in his hotel when he goes back to his hotel to take a nap.
He meets a girl that's a tour guide.
Was it a girl? No, she was just there.
Oh,
no one's a tour guide here.
Okay, sorry.
No, I know because like someone walks by and she goes, "That's my tour." Like I think he was just telling facts to random children.
Oh, okay.
Mayor Winningham with the Davidest of David Bowie haircuts.
Mayor is right.
They go on a date and then she makes some comment about how like after 3 days she's gonna like fuck him silly or something like that. So they go
sold.
They plan on meeting up again
steaks.
in the morning, and
it was supposed to be like 1 a.m. wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was supposed to meet her at like at midnight or
he goes back to his hotel and she does the girliest thing of all time where she gets super upset and doesn't realize that there's a logical explanation.
Oh
Jesus
I
Christ.
got another problem with this.
So he goes to this diner where they're supposed to meet. He's like he meets her friend, kind of like waits around for her. Goes outside to make a phone call, gets a phone call that there's going to be a nuclear explosion in an hour.
So go back because you kind of skipped over a little bit. He meets her. They're going to meet up. He goes back to his hotel.
I did say that.
The
power goes out.
The power goes out. He falls asleep, and then he goes back to meet her because he thinks maybe she's going to be there.
Right.
And then
sees her friend, and then the friend is like, "Oh, just call her."
You
blah,
blew
blah,
it.
blah. Yeah, you blew it because women are fucking irrational. And I mean, most realistic thing about this movie. And then he and then he gets a call from a guy in North Dakota about how they're launching missiles, and Crispin Glover.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. But he auditioned for it.
Oh, I'm like, I thought he has a really good fact.
No, so
I saw something about who it was that did the voice, and I can't remember.
So he gets murked, and now he's freaking out, and he goes in the diner, and Dylan Mulvaney's sitting there, and he doesn't believe it, and he's like
drinking a Bud Light,
being like, "Hey,
I ain't going with you, Poppy."
Yeah, and they start kind of, it starts inducing this panic, and then it's like one crazy night, kind of like After Hours, and it really is a one crazy night film, which is why I like this.
But it's
film
not even
so
that;
much.
it's like an hour.
Yeah,
like the whole like premise is after he gets that phone call, he's literally got like 60 minutes.
So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go find this girl I like for reasons instead of just saving myself because I only met her."
Oh, a girl that he's like known for like 24 hours,
and
it's the love of his life.
Not even that, he really knew her for like maybe 3 hours.
He wanted that third date.
He's like,
the
power of boners.
The power of boners, man.
They're like, we got to get to the rooftop, man. And he's like, no, I got to go. I got to go the opposite direction.
That was, I think, raping someone at the end. Was he raping or just
killed him? I don't know. He was in the diner earlier.
He was?
Yeah, he was one of the diner.
But
that's why they were all on top of the.
But I've seen him before in other movies.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he's like a character actor.
He was in Wayne's World.
He is.
Yes. Yeah. No, he is.
Kurt Fuller.
Kurt Fuller.
He's been in.
There you go, podcast world.
Man.
If you haven't gotten turned off by me saying Diesel Dyke and
he's been in No Holds Barred.
Well, that's it. That's all you have to tell everybody.
He was in Bingo. He was in Van Wilder.
That's what people know him from.
Right. It was his name-o.
Psych 3.
The Psychening.
I swear I've seen him in something else.
I know.
He's been in a lot of things. Like, he's just one of those faces that, you know, he just shows up in a movie, does his bit, and just leaves. My biggest issue with this movie is, and it's the same problem we have with a lot of things, a lot of stuff can be solved with a fucking conversation.
I know.
What's going on? And then he comes
There's
up
not
with...
enough time.
Well, here's the thing.
So much of that.
And what he does is, it's not enough time, and gives him a different reason of why he's in a hurry.
Right.
Like, he went into the gym to talk to Gabe Musclebound helicopter
Well, he didn't
guy,
want to cause any panic
and
because he didn't want anybody to take his
But
seats.
he's pointing a gun, everyone.
But tells him something to cause a panic. There's a crazy gas cloud of demon dust or whatever. Okay, we gotta go. what's wrong with missiles are coming? We gotta go. Have that conversation. He did the same thing to the black dude he took over. He's
Who was the black dude?
Michael T. Williamson.
Oh, okay.
He was a
Bubba.
Bubba
Yeah,
Gump.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
So, like, who's got Sornies in the back seat?
Stereos.
Yeah, Sorny.
Oh.
Like magnet box.
I love it when the cops pull up. Oh, by the way,
Get out.
let me tell you that
Fucking lit him on
scene was
fire.
ridiculous because
No
he
reason
pours
for it.
the gas on him for no reason. Then the gun would not have done that. I just really want you to know. No, I don't care how old the gun is. The gun would not have lit that cop
It's a
on
spark,
fire.
bro.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's combustion.
Yeah.
I will gladly test it. I will let you douse me in that, and I will shoot a fucking.
Can you do it while kicking a field goal?
Sure.
You know, Quentin was watching this movie. And that's he's sitting there watching that scene, going, "Yeah, this
Yeah.
is it.
He's
Once
like,
upon a
that
time in
motherfucker
Hollywood.
is going to be
what
in my
did he
movie
say?
right
he
there."
goes, he goes, I'll get 5 years for holding this gun. I'm like, yeah, it's LA. He's like, I'll get 10 for the stereos in the back.
Yeah.
That's the I like
But
that
see,
scene.
he did a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you why we gotta hurry.
Right.
Like, just fucking say it.
That is
and then get going.
an old
and
people
he
movie
did
trope.
He did it to her too. Well, I don't want to tell her and panic her. She's not gonna fucking know. She's high on Valium. You had to
Yes.
put her in a shopping cart. Like, who is this chick? Like, it just.
The thing I like about this movie, though, is that it does create a lot of conversation with all the shit that's going on in this movie.
It was fun.
It's a kind of a
very
fun watch,
80s.
and it's
Yeah.
one of those movies that you can sit and talk about because
Yeah,
you're like,
absolutely.
"What the fuck is this person doing? Why is the freaking the sergeant from RoboCop driving this fucking thing? You're like, why is Goose fucking?
That guy was in Cobra.
Yeah, there's
Still the best scene is the gay guy when he's like, I'm a helicopter pilot. Here's my, come on, boyfriend, we're leaving. Got a problem.
You got a
It's
problem
like,
with that?
no,
They're
no,
holding
we don't
hands.
care.
They're all wearing the little headbands and fucking 80s.
It's
like, rocker
2023.
hair.
No one gives a crap. Let's go.
No.
It's like,
But I like these kinds of movies as much
Yeah.
as like I shit on After
yeah,
Hours.
I like the shit out of this. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, as much as I shit on After Hours and stuff like that, I do like a movie where they do like all this shit happened in one night. You got to get from point A to point B. Dawn's coming. Like, those. That's why Evil Dead works. It's like you're
Yes.
dead by dawn. Like shit happens in one night. That brings more tense shit. To do it in
More
an
tense
hour,
shit.
it's kind of fun.
Same of the show. More tension.
More tense shit.
I felt that way about like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Because it felt
This
like
is your
that
done,
movie.
man.
They were like, we got to get this done quick, but it felt like it
Or
was
the
like
adventures
17
of
hours.
babysitting.
Yeah.
That's more. Yeah.
I love.
Maybe
I just,
that's what I was talking about. Not
when
Don't Tell
they
Mom.
meet Thor and shit, and they have
Yeah,
to like
it's
get the
Vincent
Yeah.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
I fucking love
That was the
anything.
shoot.
One Crazy Night movies, I think, are my favorite subgenre. I think they are.
What about
Yeah.
8 Crazy Nights?
That's a terrible Adam Sandler movie, but I like it.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it is a cartoon.
But yeah, I like those kinds of things, and I think that's what helped this movie along. I just think there was so much about it that I don't know.
There's a
didn't
lot of
fit,
bad.
Didn't yeah?
It's
like
super
glad I
80s.
bought it.
Here's my thing. They find out what's going on. Everyone leaves the diner. An hour later, he gets back to the diner. There's an old woman in there eating, and a coyote.
Yeah, that was
A
awesome.
fucking coyote. Why is there a coyote in
'Cause
there?
of
The doors are closed.
Because of the panic.
It's not been years.
Because of the panic, bro.
Yeah,
The
she's like,
one coyote randomly in a
She's
diner.
like, I'm going to die anyways. I'm going to bring my pet coyote.
Was it
in
her
here."
coyote? I even wrote it down. I was like, what the fuck is a coyote doing here 1 hour after everyone left? Like, it didn't make sense. Like, the span of time did not lend narratively to just put a random coyote in the diner. Like, they didn't leave the doors open. They left. It's just, I don't know. Some things bug me about it, but it's 88.
But then,
I love
then
80s
you kind of
movies.
think, like, so they make it to the rooftop, right? And then there's no helicopter
3 or 4
there.
times.
And then all of a sudden the helicopter comes back. You're like, oh, they're going to get off the roof, and you could see the missiles coming.
Right. Which I was very appreciative that
Yeah.
they didn't just like act like the helicopter out, because I was in the middle of texting group chat. Oh, this helicopter outrun a fucking nuclear missile? That's
Nope.
That's
the
those
EMP
80s
knocked
thing.
it down.
Yeah. Thank God.
But then you're
I
like,
know. I
you're
thought
like,
the same
okay, they might get out of this, and then the bomb hits, and then it just busts all the controls in the helicopter, and they go right into the tar pits.
That's right.
Like back where they
The
started.
La Brea ones.
But then it's like at the end, they're like, that shot was. I actually
sinking.
loved that shot where they're talking to each other, and you could see the water level, and then you look at his face, and you can see the water level go over the top of his head.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Well, they're
they
fucked.
fucking died. They drowned in the freaking tar pits.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about like I said, I kind of wish maybe it was just panic for no reason. I also kind of wish that when they were in the elevator going up, that shit happened, and when they came out, all you see was just decimation. And it's like, well, fuck, we're the last ones. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been kind of fun.
Going, like, it goes back
but
into the
kept
elevator.
doing it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
It's like the false endings. It's like, oh, come on. How are you going to get out of this one?
An hour and 27 minutes.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, come
Yeah.
on. But I didn't hate this. I don't think I'll rewatch it.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing more for me to get out of it. Like, what am I going to find another layer here?
Yes.
Like, no.
Well, funny enough is like also the score done by Tangerine Dream, which also did Sorcerer.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Tangerine Dream did a ton of
they did
because-
risky Business.
Well, here's
they
the
did.
thing. Tangerine
I've never
Dream
seen
did
that.
did
Have
one
you
of the
seen
songs for Sorcerer, and I forgot to bring this up the last time. They repurposed that music for the Warriors.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, they also did the fantasy movie that Tom Cruise is in. What's
Legend?
that? Legend.
I love
They
that.
did
Never
that one
seen
too.
it. Never seen that.
I can't pick it because
Or
I
risky.
have, but if you guys get around to wanting to pick it, man, I'll watch it again.
I'll just watch it.
I've never seen it.
I always looking for stuff to watch during the week. I'm like watching stand-up comedy right now, even though I'm sure I have my watch list is full of shit. All right, so next week.
What do you give it?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I actually really liked it. I would watch it again. I love One Crazy Night movies. I'm sure if I want to watch it with the commentary and stuff now. This is something I'd watch in the movie theater too. So that's what I give it.
This is very new Bev.
It is.
I can see this as a new Bev movie, like paired with like another like a post-apocalyptic
Like
movie.
Afterlife.
with After Hours.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Well, or you do like this movie, and then you do that. There's a movie, A Boy and His Dog, with what's that guy? Shit, I can't think of his name. He was in Miami Vice. Don Johnson. So Don Johnson's in it, and he's like got a telepathic link with his dog, and it's post-apocalyptic and stuff like that. I could see that being a cool pairing. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just middle ground. I mean, it's just a middle ground movie, 2.5. Like, it's nothing bad about the movie. It's just it's not worth revisiting for me. I love the 80s.
Stop watching movies when you work. You always give them 2.5.
That has nothing to do with it. I actually stopped watching it, and when I took a lunch, I watched most of the movie.
Gotcha.
So I focused on it. I wasn't just like, because I was texting you about it a little bit, and then I stopped. I was like, I really kind of want to watch this. Like,
okay.
I want to focus on it.
What'd you give, Scott?
I kind of maybe I'm right in that 3.5, maybe like a soft 3.5, because I think it's like, again, yeah, there's some stupid shit to this movie, but it's actually kind of fun, and it's kind of a fun watch. And if you don't know what happens, you're anticipating what's going to happen at the end of this movie.
Right.
So it's kind of fun to see this whole thing play out, and then you kind of think they're going to get out of this, and it's gonna go a different direction, and then nope, fucking bomb hits, everybody dies. So
Yes, we already established that.
Yeah.
So what'd you give it?
Well, maybe you should fucking pay attention.
I'm sorry, I was trying to explain to him something. What did you give it?
I said it's probably like a soft 3.5.
Ooh.
Right in the middle of that 3.5. I think.
Dick is soft.
Yeah,
And 3.5.
Cock and ball, little monsters.
All right, so that was Miracle Mile, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We have the snack show next week. It's a huge one. It's a big old throbber. We got a shit ton to go. I mean, we got everything, man, and we're not putting anything back. So just get ready. Just get ready to relax. Listen to snacks.
Maybe it'll be longer than this episode.
What?
I said maybe it'll be longer than this episode.
Why? How long is this one?
It's going to be pretty long.
Okay. Well, we tried the cookies and we had a lot to talk about. So,
Yep.
anyways, my movie for the show afterwards is
Seen it.
2011 film, directed by Roman Polanski. So, but it
time to
stars Christoph Waltz,
kid.
Kate Winslet, Jodie Foster, and John C. Reilly.
I love
Cancel
Titanic.
people for everything.
And it's
anal rape.
called Carnage.
Following a verbal dispute, Zachary Cowan, age 11, and armed with a stick.
Armed?
Michael, what else could we say? Carrying, carrying a stick, all right?
Carrying, yeah. Carrying a stick. The nest, right?
Nice couple.
Very. Yeah, Walter.
But he realizes that he disfigured his schoolmate.
My son did not disfigure your son. Piece of shit. What does he call her again?
Doodle.
Yeah, right. Doodle.
Doodle.
Yeah, I call her Doodle. Sorry. Yeah?
Enough, Alan. Enough with the cell phone already. The here and now, God damn it.
The victim and the criminal are not the same.
I am glad our son kicked the shit out of your son, and I wiped my ass with your human rights.
Wow! I believe in the god of carnage. The god whose rule has been unchallenged since time immemorial.
I got no patience for this touchy-feely bullshit. I'm a short-tempered son of a bitch.
Alan, do something.
Alan, do something.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Give a shit, Nancy, what are you?
There.
Shit! Oh my god.
Way to go!
This is what I think, Michael.
I think I'm gonna vomit again.
Freaking nightmare.
You better watch it. He's got me right on the edge.
What the hell are we doing here?
I hope you're kidding.
So this movie has been suggested to me by like everybody, and then when I listen to podcasts, they're like, "I know Roman Polanski, but this movie's really fucking good." Apparently, it's based off of a play. He just directed it. Some other guy wrote it named Yasmina Reza. I think
Yasmin
it's a girl.
Bleeth, got it.
That's a
Yep.
girl, Yasmin
Baywatch.
Reza, and it's actually a foreign film that was put into Americanized version, but it has Christoph Waltz and stuff. And anyway, so it's when some roughhousing between an 11-year-old boy named Zachary and Ethan erupts into real violence. Ethan loses 2 teeth. Zachary's parents, Alan, Nancy Cohen, Kate Winslet, and Christoph Waltz, meet with Ethan's parents, Penelope and Michael Longstreet, Jodie Foster, and John C. Reilly to try and smooth things over. However, what starts as a polite meeting among adults descends into finger-pointing and tantrums and insults based on the play Gods of Carnage by Yasmina Reza. So I guess if I would have read that, I would have known. So that is what we're watching for 2 weeks from now. Get over the director and just watch the movie for what it is.
I will try.
So, are you like, I refuse to watch Rosemary's Baby?
Yeah, I won't watch it.
Because of Roman Polanski?
I don't even like the movie, but that's not the point.
Okay.
No, Polanski's a fuckface.
Okay.
Like, people still work with him. It's ridiculous. It's like people are like, oh, Woody Allen, he pretty much raped his stepdaughter and took him as a bride. Well, let's keep working with him.
On this show, we separate the art from the artist.
Well, that artist is a fucking anal raper.
But she said she was cool with it.
Oh, sure, at 13.
I thought it was 16.
No.
All right. Well,
She says she's cool.
does that mean why? Is that
He
why
got
you
in
hate
trouble.
wants-
Like, he can't come back to the U.S.
I think he's
in a
already
country-
back.
No extradition. He's in France.
So does that mean you hate Meryl Streep for
Fucking
giving her
bitch.
that that standing ovation?
Yeah, I don't respect anybody ever.
All right.
Just kidding.
All right. So next week, guys, snack show, huge snack show. Like
Running over my copies of Carnage with a car.
I don't own it.
He's out there
I'm
with his,
excited
his
to watch it.
AR-15.
It's
fucking
and it's
blowing
only
them
an hour and 20 minutes. So there you go.
Okay.
Next week we have the snack show. I said that already. Like I said at the beginning of the show, please go on iTunes and rate us. You could win a copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We'll announce the winner next week, so you still got a week to enter. If this is your first show and you've made it this far,
Where would they go?
they would go to Watch It Later Pod at Instagram.
And then they would go to Watch Later Pod on Instagram and enter.
Watch Later Pod on Instagram. In fact, delete the first part.
Because Watch It Later pod was probably taken.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
it was.
okay.
Wow.
So yeah, go over there and then just get fucking ready for the fucking penis monster of a snack show that we're about to have. Go see Bo is Afraid.
I don't know if I want to be at that snack show now.
If this is your first show, I'm terribly sorry.
I'm not. Don't expect them all to be this long. What was I going to say? Yeah, just there's a lot going on. Go see Bo is Afraid. Go see Evil Dead Rise. We still haven't seen Renfield. I don't know if I'm going to get to that, but whatever. Maybe next week.
Next week we got Sisu. Yeah, we're gonna see Jedi. I really want to go see fucking what is it? Star Wars. Covenant.
Oh yeah, me too. I was
going
to
so
go
much
tonight.
I want to see, and like I got to try to find a way to see it.
Yeah, same.
Because there's going to be a lot.
And we know
got
Scott
2 weeks.
won't
We
go.
got 2 weeks, so
Well, I'm going to try to get
Sure,
some
we got-
sleep so that next week I don't incoherently ramble about things.
What are you talking about? Did I say that?
No, me.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Do you ever come over here?
I don't.
What are you talking
No, I just
about?
said next week I'm going to get some sleep so that I'm not incoherently rambling
Did you
about
do
shit.
that?
I feel like I was on this show.
Oh no, you're fine.
Because I'm spaced out
Are you
right
tired?
now. Yes,
Oh,
very
okay.
much.
All right, guys. So
I'm
as
not going to
always,
movies with us.
I'm
Yes.
Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And Scott. Who put the goddamn question mark on the teleprompter?
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.